Well, we are right at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and kick things off. I know we're going to have some more friends jump on and join us. But I want to honor your time, being that we're educators. You guys are here. You're on time. You're ready. I see some of you with like papers and pens. That is amazing. I love it. So I'm excited to be on here with you guys tonight. I want to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing here tonight. This is going to be about a 30-minute call. And this is just meant to give you kind of an inside peek into what this incredible drink is all about. So I'm excited to dive into that with you. My name is Melissa Butler, and I'm your host for tonight's call, along with 4 other amazing ladies who are going to share their stories as well. I live in North Texas, just north of Fort Worth, and I have been drinking ketones for 5.5 years, which is just crazy. I can't believe it's been that long. And I actually used to be an elementary school teacher and then became an elementary school counselor for 5 years. And that's when ketones found me. I continued to teach and counsel for a few more years. And then I actually stepped away from that role when I got pregnant with my 3rd child and stayed home. But guess what, y'all? Once a teacher, always a teacher, because now I homeschool and I tutor our co-op. So you just can't get away from education once you get started. So that's a little bit about me. And I'm so excited to be your host tonight. I would love to hear over in the chat. I've had you guys share how long you've been in education and what your role has been. But I'd love to see who is a guest on here tonight. Like, this is your first time maybe learning about ketones. Maybe you haven't tried them before. Put guest over in the chat. Or maybe you're brand new. Maybe like you just got your first 5-pack trial or your first 10-day challenge kit. Let me know over in the chat if you're brand new. It's always kind of fun to see who we're talking to tonight. So I'm really thrilled to be your guest on here, or be your host on here tonight. Ooh, look at all these guests. I love it. Fantastic. Well, we are so thankful that you're on here with us. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go through tonight. I'm going to share a little bit about what ketones are exactly. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about kind of the science behind it, how they work in the body, when you would want to drink them, how you drink them, and how you get the most benefit as well. And then you're going to hear some amazing stories. You're going to hear from other educators who have started using this product and how it's impacted them personally outside of the classroom, but also how it's really impacted their lives in the classroom as well. And we're going to talk about what are the best ways to get started. If you're brand new, what does that look like? We're going to walk you through it. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about our community as well, and just the support you're going to receive, and how you can become part of this community too, if that is something that you want to jump into. So we're going to jump right in and get started. And so let's just talk first a little bit about what ketones are. So I already held this up. This is a packet of pure therapeutic ketones. So prior to Prove It bringing this product to the market 8 years ago, really the only way to get your body into a state of ketosis was if you did a strict keto diet, which basically just means a really strict low carb diet, or you fast for an extended period of time, or you do like really intense exercise, think like endurance running, that kind of thing. That's the only way to get your body to really burn through its sugar stores in order to start producing ketones and put your body in a state of ketosis, which is your body's fat burning mode. But now Prove It has changed the game, and you can actually rip open a packet of this powder, shake it up with 15 to 20 ounces of water, and drink it. And if you drink that within 30 minutes, within an hour, you're going to raise your blood ketone levels to a state of ketosis. So what does that mean? That means your brain is running on ketones for fuel instead of sugar. So it provides you with so many incredible benefits, and you're going to hear about those tonight. But most commonly, you would experience energy, mood lift, mental clarity is really common, deeper sleep. It helps put your body into its fat burning mode, so it makes it easier to burn fat. Muscle preservation, it helps with appetite control, it helps with balancing your digestion, just so many incredible benefits of your body being able to run on ketones for fuel instead of sugar. And it's as simple as being able to drink it. So one of the questions we get asked most often is, do I have to do keto in order for this to work? Okay, and you're actually going to hear from someone later on in the call who's going to tell you her story, and she is the furthest thing from keto, and she's going to tell you a little bit about how it's worked for her. But no, you do not have to be keto for this to be effective. You simply just drink this 1 to 2 times a day, and no matter how you eat, it's going to elevate your ketone levels to a state of ketosis. Now, if you pair this with making healthier choices, This is going to make it easier because it's going to help suppress appetite and cravings. But if you pair this with making healthier choices, if maybe you move your body more because you have more energy to do that, you're obviously going to get better results and you're going to get faster results. So let's jump right in. I want to hear one of our very first stories tonight. And I have an amazing educator who's right here in Texas. Her name is Corey, and she has been a teacher for 9 years. She's going to come off mute and she's just going to share a little bit about what her journey has been like with ketones and what she and her husband have actually experienced.
Thanks, Melissa. So like she said, I'm a fourth grade teacher. I've been a fourth grade teacher going into my 9th year now. Time has flown by. I'm a mom as well. I have a very sassy 3-year-old daughter. And so I have been drinking ketones for a year now, a little over a year. And I'm sorry, where am I? I'm in Texas. I teach for Birdville ISD, which is around Fort Worth. So I started drinking ketones because my sister literally forced me to. I was really skeptical and I was like, whatever, you're crazy, you've lost your mind. And she was like, no, you're going to drink it. And I did. I started drinking ketones in May. And I can't tell you all about the energy I got from that. We all know May teacher tired is like the most tired you've ever been. And I was literally like pulling stuff out of my cabinets, like, let's deep clean the classroom. And, my teammates were like, what happened? What are you doing? So I, before I started drinking ketones, I was so tired every day. And, I'd get to lunch and be like, have to do that pep talk to myself, like, okay, halfway there, we can do it. We can do it. And I was grumpy and just couldn't get myself out of a funk. Like once I would get mad, I would just be mad the whole rest of the day or upset or frustrated or whatever. And I couldn't get out of that. And then I would be so tired when I came home, I'd be frustrated and I'd be frustrated with my kid and that's not fair to her. And then I dealt with that guilt. I also couldn't lose weight. I would like get up and go to Zumba at 5 a.m. and couldn't lose weight, even though I diet and just, it wouldn't come off. And then after my sister forced me to drink ketones, I went down 4 pant sizes in one summer. And I have all of the energy to deal with my now very sassy 3-year-old. And I have that patience. And, when I get to work, I'm ready. Like I'm ready for work. I don't have that midday slump anymore. Like I still have the energy from my morning ketone to keep me going. And then I've kept off all that weight that I lost, and I have continuing to lose, even while being a teacher and eating the food from the teacher's lounge and all the snacks and things. But it's not just me. It's my husband as well. My husband is also a teacher. So we were an education family, and he's a coach, coaches all sports. Biggest sport is football, of course, live in Texas. And his days are 16-hour days, 3 times a week. And he lived off of energy drinks. And even though it killed me, he still did it. And then I got him and I was like, no, let's try ketones for energy. And he did. He does not drink energy drinks anymore. He has that all day energy. He absolutely loves them. And then he's dropped 40 pounds on top of that and still dropping and looks amazing. And he has the energy to play, and he's the type of, he plays like with his kids. Like he comes home and he has like 16,000 steps on his Fitbit. I'm like, what are you doing? And he still has energy. So that has been our life, is that energy, that focus at work, and being able to come home and still continue on and not fall asleep on the couch.
Awesome, Corey. Thank you so much for sharing. Y'all give her some love over in the chat for being bold and willing to share her story. I love that. When you said May, there's nothing like teacher tired in May. I think I saw every single head go like this. I feel like I'm just like here hanging out with my people right now because we all understand each other. But yeah, there's nothing like made teacher tired. I love that. And it definitely makes an enormous, enormous difference. I think most people are drawn to ketones for fat loss. They hear about keto and the keto diet and they think, oh, that's got to work for fat loss, which it does. It's phenomenal. But what causes people to really stick around is that energy. It's that mood stabilization. It's the energy. It's the focus. It's all those extra benefits. So if you're on this Zoom and you've been drinking ketones, I would love to hear over in the chat, what is one of your favorite benefits outside of fat loss? What's one of your favorite benefits? Go drop it in the chat real quick. And you guys will see from some of those veterans who've been drinking them for a while, just how incredible some of these other things are. And I love that you shared it with your husband. I know your husband was similar to mine. He watched you for a little bit first and then finally jumped on board and kicked the energy drinks. And I mean, when we can help our families feel better too, and our spouses and our loved ones, it's just absolutely amazing. So thank you for sharing that. And I also love that you touched on how long he feels good, 16 hours, right? So one of the things about ketones, guys, that's so amazing is that it's a long lasting energy source. So typically when you consume carbs, you consume sugar, y'all know you get that high, and then you have a crash, right? You go grab those snacks in the teacher's lounge, and then an hour or two later, you're going back for more snacks because you have a sugar crash. With ketones, it's a long lasting, steady energy, okay? An all day energy. And you just don't even notice that you feel hungry. Those cravings are gone. You feel good. That was one of the things too, Corey, I experienced was I would get home from work and I would still have the energy to like take my kids to the park and play and take care of my home. And it was just incredible. And so that was night and day different for me as well. So thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm so excited and glad that you were able to get on with us and your little 3-year-old was able to enjoy her Play-Doh long enough for mommy to get on this call with us. So thank you. All right, so we have one more story real quick before we talk a little bit about kind of how you get started with ketones. And we have Miss Mandy. She actually has had an incredible experience over the last, I think it's 5 months. So she's going to pop on here and share her story with us.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mandy Holloway, and I live in Northern Illinois. I am a kindergarten through 3rd grade math interventionist. So, you know, bopping around the building all day long, seeing small groups of kids of all different ages. I started drinking and sharing ketones just 5 months ago, and I really am super excited about them. I was definitely skeptical at first. I think that's important to note. Some of us are like, I'm not sure about this. But before I started drinking the ketones, I was just mentally and physically exhausted from, you know, the demands of being a wife, raising teenage daughters, and the club sports that go around along with that. Teaching full time. I also was in grad school full time at the time, so super busy. Mentally, my mind was just a jumbled mess. And I felt like I had to make a list for everything. I mean, we're talking, I was the list maker that had to put a Post-it note on the steering wheel in my car in the morning. Someone else must do that, right? Just to remember like where I had to go at the end of the day, where I needed to pick my kids up, what appointments I needed to make it to. Just mentally, I was all over the place. And along with that came the physical exhaustion that, you know, every day I was trying to decide when I got home, if I had to go home, did I have time to take a nap? Or was I just going to suck it up and grab that extra cup of coffee and power through the day because I didn't have time for a nap? And honestly, some days I needed both. I mean, we all know that. Tired. And then, so along with those states of exhaustion, my sleep just was horrible. I mean, my quality of sleep was lacking. I would wake up. I had a standard between 3 and 4 p.m. or 4 a.m. And it was like a joke whether or not I would be able to fall back asleep and catch a nap before my alarm went off just to start everything over again. And obviously, I think that's, you know, attributed to the stress that we all carry from being teachers and worrying about all those other humans that we're in charge of. So everything has changed since I've been drinking ketones. My mind is clear. Like I don't have the mental mess that I had. I love a list. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I still love to make a list, but I don't need them to get through the day, and I can remember what I need to do and where I need to go. So that's super freeing. Um, and along with that, the ketones, like you just mentioned, Melissa, they give you that steady energy source. So instead of thinking about, do I need a nap or am I going to go get coffee on my way home? I found myself coming home and I have time to go to the gym or energy to go to the gym or do a little more housework so that my weekends are more free for fun. But if I had to choose my favorite benefit of ketones, it's definitely my sleep. Like I said, I used to wake up every night and hope to fall back asleep, but now like my head hits that pillow and I am in lights out, deep, restful sleep until my alarm goes off in the morning. I kind of joke with my husband. I'm like, now I know what it's like to be a dad and sleep through everything. um, but yeah, so ketones have just improved my sleep, my mental clarity, my energy. But along with that, they've definitely connected me to a community of people that share a passion for helping others achieve better, which I think anyone in the education field, that's probably part of what we went into education for. So yeah, I'm just super excited to be part of this community because it's helping me step out of my own limiting beliefs and into the dreams of a more abundant future.
Mandy, I love that. Thank you so much. Y'all give her some love for sharing her story. That was amazing. I love that you highlighted sleep. We were talking about energy but sleep, it is so important. I think when you take care of kiddos, or students all day long, y'all know you hit your head on the pillow and you can't fall asleep because you're thinking about that story of that child and what's going on. And it's so hard. But the hours you do get when you do fall asleep, you fall asleep easier, but you also sleep deeper. That's one amazing thing about ketones is that it actually helps you get deeper REM cycle sleep, which is just amazing. So someone asked over in the chat, what diet do you have to follow? And I touched on that a little bit. Ketones are diet independent, right? Obviously, if you're having less appetite and less cravings, you're going to make better choices. And we all know better choices might include proteins, healthy vegetables, healthy fruits. No need to be strict keto. But it's important to know that when sugar is present, like when carbs are present and ketones, your brain's actually going to choose ketones first as a fuel source. That just blows my mind. It's amazing to me. Our bodies are designed that way. So it's going to run on that fuel. Another person asked, how quickly do you experience the benefits of ketones? And everyone's different. I call some people a one drink wonder. Like their first drink, their brain lights up on day one and they're like, Melissa, what did you just give me? Right. And then for some people, it might take a couple days for their body to adjust, for their body to get used to using the ketones and really be able to use them efficiently. But most people notice the energy, the appetite control within the first couple days, maybe even the mood lift. And I would say within a week or two, majority of people are like, what's going on? My clothes are fitting different. Maybe your body's releasing, detoxing a little bit, and it's starting to shift your body composition, helping your body to burn fat and preserve muscle. So that's kind of a general time frame, but everyone's body is different. Depends on your metabolism, your healthy habits, that kind of thing as well. But what I do know is that ketones work 100% of the time to elevate your ketone levels and put your body into ketosis. So awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story. That was wonderful. I loved hearing from you and you did an awesome, awesome job. So if you guys have questions, keep them coming and I'll do my best to answer them as we go. We're going to talk a little bit about what are the best ways to get started with ketones. If you're thinking like, oh man, this sounds good to me. I'm heading towards the end of summer, the school year is about to get started. I could use some energy. Maybe I'm not right where I want my health to be. You want to get started with this. We have some incredible options. And so I'm going to show you really quick. I'm going to actually share my screen. And the person who invited you to this call, I'm going to tell you at the end, you're going to have a homework assignment. So stay tuned. But I promise it's not scary. But you're going to reach out to the person who invited you to this. And they have a website link that they can share with you. And they even have probably a $10 or $20 off coupon they can share with you on top of a discount. And so I'm going to show you on the website some of the best options to really get started. And so let me screen share real quick. Make sure you can see this. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Corey, I can see your face. Can you see it? Awesome, fantastic. Okay, so this is the main website that if someone shared a coupon code with you, it would pop up right here on the website. And so I'm gonna show you, if you scroll down, you have a couple options to choose from. You have ketones. This is gonna show you all the different NAT ketones. This is our main product. You will see some other products, some support products on the website. The person who invited you to this call can talk you through a little bit more about some of those products. If you have questions, if you're looking for something for your coffee, or you're looking for a recovery drink, a protein drink, something like that, if you need something on the go, we have all kinds of options. But this is our main keto nat. This is what you want to drink 1 to 2 times a day. 1 to 2 times a day is optimal. You can get great benefits with 1 time a day. It's really whatever works for you and for your budget and for your goals. So where I like to encourage people to start though is I'm going to click over here on special offers. Okay. This right here, this better bundle, you can see me circling it. This is going to give you 2 mixed boxes of ketones. Each of these boxes, even though it says 10-day drink ketones challenge, it has 20 ketones in it. Half of them are charged and half of them are caffeine free. Okay, and the charged with caffeine is equal to about a large cup of coffee. So that's a great option for first thing in the morning to kind of get your day started. And then if you want to have that caffeine-free option in the afternoon or evening before bed, you certainly can. Someone was asking, what's the latest you can drink that second drink? For me, I can't drink a charged one past about 3 or 4 o'clock, or the caffeine might keep me up, but I can drink a caffeine-free 30 minutes before bed and I sleep like a baby. So it's really whatever works best for you. So with this better bundle, you're going to get 2 of these mixed boxes, and you're also going to get this really cool iFast kit. It is actually 5 of these packages right here, and it includes everything in it to support you through combining intermittent fasting with ketones to give your body like a really deep reset and kind of a kickstart for your journey. So this is a great option to start with. You're getting it 25% off, plus you can get a $10 or $20 off coupon, which is amazing. We also have something called the Summer Slim Down. So this combines not only ketones in a variety of flavors, the iFast, and an extended fasting kit. So this one, the 60-hour kit, it's really going to give you a really deep metabolic reset, but it's going to support your body through it with ketone products, electrolytes, keto protein. So if you're that person, you're like, when I do something, I go all in, which is a lot of teachers. I know you guys. Okay. You're like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all in. This is a great place to start, is our Summer Slim Down. So if you're looking at both of those and you're just not really sure if that's what you want to do, another option for you, if you click just under ketones, it's just that single challenge pack. That 10-day drink ketones challenge is a great place to start as well. It's going to give you 20 ketones. You can really have an experience with it and see if it's going to be a good fit for you. And then also, you can always reach out to the person who invited you to this Zoom. Ask them maybe if they have a trial pack you can get started with. Many people offer that, or you can just try it for 5 or 10 days and see how you feel on it. That's a great option as well. Okay, so I am going to stop my screen share for a second. Okay, now, if you're sitting here going, okay, this sounds good to me, I think I'd like to get started. When you get started, we have something called our VIP. It's VIP Smart Ship and Save. So that means you're setting yourself up to get your ketones on a regular basis. So to get them on an auto ship. Now, the cool thing is you're never locked into anything. It's incredibly flexible, but you get the best discounts. So if you choose VIP, you can get 15% off your order today and for your first 3 months. And after 3 months, it actually goes up to getting 25% off, which is incredible. And in addition to that, you earn points on every single order that you place. And so think of this like if you've ever shopped at Kohl's or you've gotten Kohl's Cash, kind of the same concept. When you spend, you get 10% back in points, and you get to use that on your next order. In addition to that, if you do VIP, you get 3 $20 off coupons that you can share with family and friends. Okay, so I know that when I started drinking ketones 5 years ago, I was taking my shaker cup into 504 meetings because I was the counselor, and into my guidance lessons. And I had teachers coming up to me later, what is that stuff? Because you're smiling more. You have more energy. You're in a better mood. You're leaving work earlier. What's happening? What is that stuff that you're drinking? And so I love this because you can actually offer, just as a customer, you can give a coupon to one of your family members or friends. And when they use that coupon, they can get $20 off. And guess what? you earn $20 off your next purchase as well. So I know teachers love to save money. If you love to save money, put save in the chat. I love to save money. I'm always working on a budget. And so being able to get my ketones at the absolute best price, being able to maximize those loyalty points, being able to share coupons with people and earn back, it's just an amazing, amazing program. So make sure when you place your first order that you choose that Smart Ship and Save. And just know, guys, you're never locked in. Like, you can cancel it, you can change it. It's super flexible, really easy to manage. And we have an incredible Prove It Pulse app you can download to help manage your account as well. So now, if you are sitting here going, okay, I love what I've heard so far because I need this in my life, and I can already think of 3 people that I could totally share a coupon with. You also might be thinking, what if I have more than 3 people that I could potentially share a coupon with? You also might be thinking, like Mandy said, she found something in ketones she wasn't expecting. I don't know if you heard her say, she said she found a community of like-minded people. So people who care about other people, people who care about people stepping into a better version of themselves. That is really the heartbeat of who we are at Prove It, is helping people step into the best version of themselves, starting with their own health journey, but also with just their personal growth and their personal development. And we have the most incredible, incredible team and community to just come around you and support you on this journey. And if you feel like, man, I would love the opportunity to not only drink ketones, get them at the absolute best price, because using all those points, you can get your ketones up to 50% off on a regular basis, which is pretty amazing. But you're like, man, I would also love to share this with other people and be part of a community. I'd love to have something for myself, something fun on the side. And I know there's not a teacher out there who wouldn't love an extra stream of income, right? Some fun money in the bank is always a good thing. Whether that could be a couple $100s a month, or maybe you're looking for like a steady part-time side gig or full-time side gig, it can be that as well. And so I want to introduce you to a couple people. The first one is Trish Hockey. She started drinking ketones several months ago, and in March, she actually decided to jump in and become a promoter. And so she's going to share her story with you real quick. Let's see, there she is. Hey, Trish, can you unmute? There we go.
There we go. Hi, I'm Trish Hockey, and yes, I started drinking ketones in February of this year, so it's been about 5 months. Before that, total carbaholic, stressed out. I am from South Florida, and I am in education for 31 years. I started off as an elementary school teacher, then I went to the district office and I supported new teachers. And now for the last 6 years, I am the testing coordinator at the school. So I can see like your faces. Yes, I'm in charge of all of the state and district testing at my middle school. So that May tired that everybody feels, oh yeah. And I used to get so stressed out during that time. And what I found after drinking ketones is that this past testing season, I definitely wasn't as stressed as I normally was. There was still a little bit of stress, but it wasn't like the main stress that I really had. It has also curbed my appetite and my cravings. I'm not that carbaholic like I was before. I've lost about 35 pounds now and kept it off. It's been amazing. Tons and tons of energy. I love the energy from it. That's one of my favorite things. In March, about a month after I started drinking them, I went on a girls' trip with a whole bunch of my girlfriends. We do it every year for spring break. And I usually come back and we're eating and we're drinking and we're not exercising. And I normally probably gain close to 10 pounds every time. And this past time that going on the girls' trip, the rest of my girlfriends all gained weight and I didn't. I was drinking my ketones and I didn't have the cravings for all of the junk food that everybody else was eating. And I was able to really maintain not eating all of that. So it was amazing. I did not gain when I had come back. So a lot of my girlfriends then wanted to know what it was that I was drinking and could I share it with them. And that's when I decided to become a promoter. And it was just in mid-March that I became a promoter and have gathered so many of my friends at school, my family, my sister's down. She told me today, I'm so excited for her, 37 pounds. So I'm so excited for my sister, but all of my friends have joined on and they are all loving it as well, the extra energy. One of the great things about this is that you get bonuses when you first sign on. And all I'm doing is sharing it with my friends. I'm excited about it. And I've earned bonuses for 5 months in a row, the MVP and multiplier. And it's been wonderful. We know we don't get paid during the summer, and it has been actually wonderful to have this extra little bit of income coming in during the summer. My husband and I are traveling. You probably tell by my surroundings here, I'm in a camper. We're in our RV and we go away for the entire summer. We have 1 more week left and then 7 weeks is up and we go back home. And it's been nice to have some extra money coming in for the gas and for food and for wherever we want to go. It's been a wonderful thing. And the community here is so supportive. I'm really enjoying my journey.
Oh, Trish, thank you so much for sharing your story. I was curious about that. I was like, she looks like she's in a trailer there. That's amazing. I love that you've been able to travel and still do this. And I think that's one of the biggest questions I get asked, and especially teachers. They're like, "Oh, Melissa, I don't have time for that. Like, there's no way I could do that." And I'm like, "Do you use social media? You know, do you share it all on social media, or do you talk to friends? Do you meet up? Do you go to play dates, lunch? If you do those kinds of things, if you love to tell people your latest Amazon purchase or the thing you grabbed at Target or your latest Starbucks, you can share ketones. That's all this is. It's just having a heart for people and loving what you've experienced and sharing it with other people. Our community supports you with all the how, right? All the, how does the science work? How does this work? We've got all that. We've got your back and we can support your journey when it comes to actually connecting people with the details. So I love that you could do this on the go while you're traveling for 7 weeks, make some money on the side in the summertime when you're not normally getting paid. How cool is that? That's amazing. I love it. Real quick, I know we're close to time, but I'm gonna have one more amazing friend share with me. She's actually the sister that forced Corey to start drinking ketones. I have Casey here and she's gonna share. She's been promoting for a little bit longer than Trish, but she has just an incredible story about how she went from skeptic to this becoming something that really opened an awesome opportunity for her family. So Casey, why don't you hop off mute?
Hey, everybody. Yes, I'm the pushy sister. Pretty much everybody has said here, seeing your family do well and feel better and get healthier is like just the ultimate win, I think, with ketones. For me, I used to work with Melissa. She was the school counselor. I am an education consultant for the state, but prior to that, I was working with her as an itinerant teacher. So I traveled around school to school through a large district. And I have been vegan now for 3.5 years. And I did that because of lots of things, but one of which was my son has a lot of really severe allergies. And so we really changed how we were eating. I eat a ton of carbs. I'm also the person she mentioned who eats a ton of carbs. That would be me. I still eat a ton of carbs. Our diet is really carbs because of my son's allergies. We're pretty limited on what we can eat. And I put on a bunch of weight and I was really unhappy with that. And I was exercising and it wasn't coming off. And I was just, when you don't like how you look, it's not a great feeling. And so I reached out to Melissa and said, "Do you think it would work even though I'm eating all these carbs?" And she said, "Yes, I do. Please try it." And so I did. I'm one of those people who on day one, I was like, "Is this legal? What is this?" I'm like cleaning this house and running around and just so much energy. It was insane. I had very quick fat loss results, extremely quick. Went down several dress sizes in a matter of like a couple months. I was a size 12. I'm now wearing a size 0, which I didn't even know was a size going into this. So it's been wonderful for me through that. I was extremely skeptical, like she said, but once it started working for me, and I wanted all my friends and family and everybody to feel like this, I was telling everybody anyway. And so I decided to become a promoter because I was already shouting from the rooftops about how amazing ketones were. I didn't really expect anything out of the business side of it at all. I just wanted to help people. And I thought if it'll just pay for my ketones, like, I'm happy. That's good for me. It did a lot more than that. So I started promoting last April, almost a year and a half ago. And I was able to purchase in September a like full-size camper travel trailer for my family. My son was homebound otherwise, and so we're able to travel now and take that out and do all that. And now we're saving my husband to Europe May for our 10th anniversary off of just ketones money. I put everything in a bank account and use that. And so it's really been a lot of fun. I really feel like promoting ketones is a hobby for me. Like, I really enjoy it. It's something I really like to do. I love getting texts from people saying, going on vacation today and I'm going to put a swimsuit on, and I don't hate that. Like, I'm so happy. I feel good. People texting me, I'm down 40 pounds. Those messages, my sister who shared earlier, her husband, when she is not kidding, when she talks about how different he looks, like every time I see him, I'm like, this is because I was persistent and forced Corey to try them. And that, I love that feeling of knowing that I'm helping other people. And I think, like many of you have shared tonight, like as educators, that's something we innately have. We want to help other people. And when you know you have something that can help, it's such a great feeling to be able to share it. And the community has been awesome. So yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, Casey, for sharing your story. That was awesome. When you bought that camper and you were able to take your little boy to travel and get out of the house for the first time, I was like, that is what this is all about. It's about creating opportunities that you didn't even know could be possible. And someone asked over in the chat, what if you become a promoter and maybe it doesn't work out? You don't get any benefits. Here's the thing about becoming a promoter. There's no strings attached, right? There's no quotas you have to hit. We're not a company where you have to hit this, this, and this. You get to make this whatever you want it to be. If that is sharing ketones and maximizing your points and being able to pay for your product month to month, if that is creating a couple $100s a month for kids camps and extra groceries and gas money, it can be that. If it's being able to pay cash for a camper or a dream vacation, it can do that. It also can turn into something even bigger, because the ripple effect that's possible with something this powerful, what we have in ketones is unlike anything else. There's no other supplement on the market that does what ketones do. There's nothing else that can put your body in ketosis. Our company holds like over, I think it's 10 or so patents specifically on that, but we have 30 patents total on all of our products. Like, it's just incredible what we have. And so when you have something that's that effective and works and you want to shout it from the rooftops, that ripple effect just happens. And so I know people are always worried, well, what if I'm not good at it? You're going to have all the support and community around you. If you just have a burning desire to help other people and you're willing to maybe just get a little bit outside of your comfort zone, you can absolutely have success at this. So real quick, we're really close to time. I'm sorry we've gone just a little bit over, but no, the product does not have sugar. But if you want to get started as a promoter, you have a couple options, and I'm going to go over this really quick. But we have some incredible packs that you can come in with as a promoter. If you're the kind of person, again, you're the all-in person, you're like, I've already got 10 people in my mind that need a trial pack of these ketones. We have what's called a max pack or a mega pack. Our max pack has 6 boxes. Our mega pack has 12, and those are 30 to 36% off. So you get to get a big bundle of ketones so that you can then turn around and you can share those ketones in trial packs with others, and you sell those full price. So you're able to not only recoup all the money you invested in your pack, but also make profit like right out of the gate and have ketones that you can share with your family and friends. The person who invited you to this call will have a $50 or $100 off coupon you can use on top of your 30 or 36% off, which is just Amazing. So a great opportunity to make some profit right out of the gate. Or you can join with our base promoter fee of $49. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say with the Max or Mega to join, it's just $1. That's how much it costs to become a promoter, $1. But if you don't want to come in with a pack, or maybe you already have ketones, maybe you've been drinking them a few months like Trish, and you're like, wait, I think I want to become part of this opportunity and share it with other people. You can get started for $49 with our base promoter fee and whatever amount of product works for you. So get in where you fit in. That's what we love to tell people. The opportunity is just incredible, and you get to take it wherever you want to take it. And if you're like me and you have 200 Facebook friends, that's who I was when I first started. I promise you, you can do this. You can do it through social media. You can do it face to face. You can do it whatever way works best for you. We definitely have the support and community to help you be successful right out of the gate. So here's your homework assignment. Are you ready? Put ready in the comments if you're ready for your homework. Okay, here's your homework assignment. I want you to get out your phone. You can literally do this right now. I want you to get out your phone, and I want you to send one of 3 text messages to the person who invited you to this call. Okay, so number 1 is, all right, give me the juice. I need ketones. Okay, tell me what my options are. Maybe it's you want to get started with a trial pack or that 10-day challenge, or maybe you want to do that better bundle or the summer slim down. Let them know kind of what piqued your interest. They can tell you what your best options might be. So tell them you're ready for ketones. Number 2, you might be like, I kind of am interested in the opportunity. Like, can you tell me even a little bit more, or can we have that conversation about what it might look like to get started as a promoter? Okay, so interested in the biz. That's your second one. Number 3 is just tell them thank you. Just say, thank you so much. I learned something new. I'm excited. I'm going to think on it and see if this might be right for you. So one of those 3 text messages, send that to the person who invited you to this call tonight. And I am so thankful that you guys spent 40 minutes on here with us tonight. I hope this was absolutely worth your time and you learned something. Like I said, we have all the resources you need to answer all the questions. So hit the person who invited you to this call to get those answered. And we cannot wait to welcome you to our community, whether that's just to drink ketones as a customer or to join our family as a promoter. We would love to have you be part of it. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Take care. And thank you so much for being on with us tonight. And thank you, ladies, for sharing your stories. All right. Bye, guys. Good night.